dial this car in from A to Z.
I know, we're looking everywhere and we just can't find a good shop.
We've gone to Vegas.
Wait, hold on a minute. What's in there? Stop the truck.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, what's going on?
What do you build?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything. Off-road, on-road, in the air.
I think we found your guy.
No way.
Let's go check him
Come
out.
on in.
Let's go. We
Let's
gotta
go.
go check it out. We might have got lucky.
So what's up, man? I saw you on the phone. Looked like you're needing something done. My name's Friday with Friday Racing.
Nice to meet you. My name is Jeff. Yeah, I mean, dude, I just picked this thing up and it's horrible. I mean, I'd like to know what we could do to just get it fully redone and almost make it race ready.
Absolutely, I get that. Yeah, stock form, they're pretty good for the average person, but obviously a lot of people are wanting to go a little bit above beyond, be a little unique, something a little different. So, you know, suspension packages, wheels, tires. We could do just a normal plain Jane cage, or if you want to go a full-blown race cage with window nets, hand restraints, radios, whatever you want.
Do you have some like work that you could show me, that some of the stuff that you have done in the past?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Come on in the shop. Let's come check some stuff out in here. So right here we got a 94 F-150 that's been back halved and a pre-runner built, probably from the late 80s or late 90s, early 2000s. We're just gonna, owner wanted to update it, get more travel out of the front, had an old setup in the front, redoing some of the stuff in the back, fuel cell, stuff like that. So we're kind of updating this whole entire build on it. We're going with some big old Kings on it now. Do a coilover bypass in the front. It's just gonna be a Baja 1000 pre-runner and Nora 1000 pre-runner, and just basically just an adventure truck to go have fun and blast whatever the heck they want to blast. And then over here we got a short course car. Here's a Can-Am X3 build. Something, you know, started off stock just like your car did, and we did a full-blown cage on it, all the supporting tubes, make it race legal, radiator in the back, Evo charge tubes and exhaust. We got rims, tires, Lone Star trailing arms and A-arms on it. All the custom sheet metal work done on it in-house. So if you don't like your stock dash and you like a big dash with all your monitors and gauges and all the displays that you want, we can build that for you, along with anything custom that you want more. So there's not really much that we can't do or touch for you.
All right, so I gotta ask, I've never seen something like this. What is this thing?
So this is called a Paramotor, and it's basically you take a parasail, which a lot of times people see behind boats or coming off of mountains without a motor. Well, this is basically a two-stroke motor. Have it on there, strap the prop on the back, take off from the ground and fly anywhere that your heart desires. Found out not only do they fly in the air, you can turn them into a submarine too.
No, help me! Let me see!
So what are these trophies up here?
So that's actually what started my UTV racing career, I guess you could call it. Those are from UTV Takeover Huckfest in Coos Bay, Oregon. They had these competitions where it was the long distance jumping. As you can see, that farthest one over there is signed by Al Macbeth, which is actually one of the world record holders. So we decided to go up there and compete in that after I won the Laughlin Leap here in Laughlin in Nevada. And I decided, well, this is something that I can actually do. So we traveled 17 hours to Coos Bay, Oregon for a competition. And first year, I actually ended up winning it. Second year that I went up there for it, it was a real gnarly headwind. Unfortunately for me, somebody messed with my shocks a little bit in the pits. Didn't know it, did a big old jump, landed super flat and compressed my back and broke my back. But still ended up taking second place with only one jump. And while I was in the hospital, Al Macbeth was there getting his back checked out because he had a pretty gnarly landing. And of course, we were hanging out in the hospital and my buddy decided to have him sign my trophy for being second place. And that kind of started my UTV career. And then we merged into racing instead of jumping. It's a little bit safer, got more of a built cage, and it's a lot easier to skip across the desert than it is to fall from 50 feet in the air.
How old were you when you got your first UTV?
Oh, I was probably, my first UTV, I'd have to say I was probably 27, 28 years old. So I came into it later in the years. I did a lot of dirt bike racing before that, had some significant injuries, and then from that I went to drag racing cars. And then from that I went back into off-road, which was started off in the UTV. So like they say, with age comes a cage.
So when did you decide to start building full-time?
So when I decided to build cars full-time, which was started off doing UTVs, was I was racing and I had a couple buddies that helped me build my first car. I got that car built. I was racing for several years. I just couldn't quite afford it anymore, so I decided I'm just gonna start building cars, and then that would help me with my racing, and then it just turned into a full-time job of building cars completely. Hired a couple really good guys that I got with me on my team now, and now it's just full-on building everything and anything somebody wants with a creative idea, and we just go full-on.
So it's pretty much a way to pay for your lifestyle?
Yeah, exactly. So that's something that I was into. I'm really passionate about it. I love the off-road industry. I love fast cars. Anything with some adrenaline I'm into, and we just converted that into being a full-time position basically now, and that's all we really like to do now is see smiles on other people's faces. I still personally love to race and go out there when I can, but otherwise the passion right now is just building.
What would you say your favorite build is? Because I see this thing in here and it does not look like it belongs in your
Yeah, this is a little bit of an oddball unit that we have here. I spent 16, 18 years actually trying to get this specific car. It's a 1965 Shelby Fastback Mustang. As you can see, it's torn down to a shell right now. It was in a house fire a long time ago. Last time it was registered was in 1980. And I spent a lot of years trying to get this car, and finally the owner passed away. His son had the car for a long time, and then he finally decided that he was ready to let it go. He knew that I've been trying really hard, and he was pretty committed on selling it to me, and that's how it got here now. And this is going to be one of our I guess you could say our first hot rod build inside the shop from the off-road industry. I've built a lot of cars in the past, but this will be the first one that Friday Racing's done, and we're gonna go full kill on this car. It's not gonna be a drag car, but it'll probably be about an 800 horsepower cruiser.
All right, cool. So we've gone through the shop. I know you do hot rods, UTVs, pre-runners. We're now sitting next to a quad. What else what is it you don't do?
Not really anything, actually. We do everything. This is a pretty cool quad right here. It's a 87 Honda TRX 250, well, what it started off as. And this car, or four-wheeler, is actually featured in Dirt Wheels magazine. It's got a custom one-off X-Travel kit. And if anybody knows off-road suspension, they know X-Travel's been coming into the game pretty hard lately. This has got a full Lone Star built chassis, which everyone who knows off-road knows Lone Star Racing. It's all TIG welded chromoly chassis, and X-Travel contacted us through Quicksaw Racing, who's one of our partners, and this is a one-off kit. So they said, hey, we're getting back into the four-wheeler market. We want you to pull off all the suspension, scan, 3D scan all the front and everything like that, because this is already done. It's closer to me than it was to them. So we pulled everything off, we 3D scanned everything, we meshed the files together, and then we sent everything over to them. And right here you can take a little look at what we just did scan. Here's just a simple brake caliper was the last piece that we needed just for them so they can build the kit and put it in production. So this is the 5 builds that we have going on right now. Next month will be totally something new and different. If you guys want to schedule a build and get your stuff in, give me a call at Friday Racing at 928-897-7972 or give me a text.